All right, people, good morning. It's your boy Boosted, coming to you from the casa. Thought I'd make a little video on the 3-inch Anderson Composites carbon fiber conduction hood. Well, there she is, 17. Got it with about 5 miles. Had it about 2 years already. Got about 12K, 12 and a half, not too bad. It's an everyday car, but I don't abuse it. Full bolt-ons, E85, all that jazz, full exhaust. Strong car, like it. 6R80, so obviously no MT82 issues here. This is my other little side project. YSI built 4-valve. Pretty sick. Anyway, going back to my vid. Started maybe about in April. And kept on checking out these hoods and, Instagram, Facebook, and so forth. And man, it just something about these hoods that just looked so sick. So, I started thinking, man, is it really worth $1,500 fucking bucks for a fucking hood? I started thinking, obviously when you have these type of cars, you can't really be concerned with money. When you're trying to fix them up, or you're trying to keep up with the crowd, or keep up with the web, with all the guys that are customizing. You got to remember one thing: a lot of those people, they're sponsored, not like us. We're just basically blue collared motherfuckers. But anyway, going back to the meat and potatoes of this vid. Yeah, I want to talk to you about this carbon fiber hood. Really no issues. Sick hood. Lines meet up. No issues with my wipers like some people have had in the past. The weave is pretty goddamn flawless. The pros, man, it just looks damn good. Ventilates the air properly. Got some, of course, some slits down here, if you can see. Ventilates up top as well. Very aggressive hood. Very stout. Give your car a sense of attitude like you don't believe. Worth $1,500 bucks? My opinion, fuck yeah. Definitely worth $1,500 bucks. Alright, now let's talk about some of the cons. Some of the cons on this hood is very noticeable. Let me start by saying first, it's a full functioning carbon fiber hood, which means these vents are functioning. They're not like the stock vents, which basically are sealed to prevent water from getting into our engines. Well, this motherfucker right here is wide open. Vents wide open. And I got this side covered with a little bit of black tape. As you can see, right underneath that opening, I have my PMAS. Now, it'd be a bad fucking day at my house if I would get caught in a thunderstorm with this hood, with water going into this vent on top of my PMAS. You already know what would happen. You already know the type of money that will require to fix problems in such of that nature. That's something you definitely don't want to do. In my world, Around my crew, around people I know, I call that stepping on your dick. It's a term I use when you go backwards and you don't go forward. You know, in this type of racing world, you definitely don't want to step on your dick because you don't got money to throw around like if you're a rich motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, in this world, you definitely want to maximize your money and your parts very carefully and not do anything stupid, which some people boost cars without building their engines. And they wonder why it blew after 9,000 miles. And some people, don't check their oil after an oil change, and they think everything's fine. And next thing they know, they're running on 4 quarts. You know, a lot of these problems that the people are having on the web, I notice, is definitely because, hold on, let me get my chair. Are definitely because I think, in my opinion, are just people that are not doing the basic maintenance. I mean, I've seen motherfuckers come out of the factory tearing the rear end off the fucking damn car, you know? You know, the proper break-in period and so forth. You know, I didn't mod this motherfucker right here until 18 months. I waited 18 months and I said, you know what? If nothing happens in 18 months, fuck it. Let's do it. And I just gave it a mild tune, running at about 440. Nothing special, E85. But going back to what I was saying about this hood, you definitely also, part of the cons is you definitely want to pin it. I've been up to about 70 miles an hour, and I've been nervous as hell because I've seen this hood vibrate, in my personal opinion, too severely for me to be comfortable driving. It's a good way first to blow $1,500. It's a good way to fuck up your car with the hood coming up on your windshield, breaking your windshield, tapping on the roof, and who knows, that motherfucker might just fly off and go into traffic and cause a three car pileup, you know, that your insurance is going to be responsible for, and in the long run you're going to end up paying with your rates going higher. So, you know, it's just, you know, it's good business, and it's just a good idea to take precautions when you do things like this, just to minimize fuck-ups, minimize stepping on your dick, and minimize, you know, going backwards. I believe in going forwards. I believe in going and doing things correctly. You know, with this hood, though, you know, the jury's definitely out on this hood. I love it. Sick motherfucking hood, but that was the reason I kept my stock hood over there for days that maybe I just want to race. Maybe I'm going to have 2 weeks of just pure rain. Swap hoods real quick. You know, it'd probably take me about an hour. But it's, to me, in my opinion, it's worth swapping the hoods just in case you get 2-3 weeks of straight bad weather, than just saying, oh, fuck it, get rid of it. You know, it's a pain in the ass. I've heard a lot of people saying, hey, well, it'd be a pain in the ass if you go back and forth. So what? So fucking what if it'll be a pain in the ass going back and forth? It's not their car. They shouldn't be concerned about what you do with your car. You know what I'm saying? So, going back to this hood, when you have the pros and the cons, I'd say more pros than cons. There's a few things I'm going to do. I'm going to pin it down. I got a few things right here that I'm looking at. I got a carbon fiber pin, whatchamacallit, whatever the fuck it is. I got a few things, you know, I got a few ideas. I could also use some clips, and, you know, I just don't, you know, it's something about fucking drilling into a $1,600, $1,500 hood that you know, I have a serious problem with. But the hood is sick. It's worth it. It feels and it almost weighs like a stock hood. The only thing though, it doesn't, in highway conditions, it doesn't act like a stock hood. It vibrates tremendously. So, you know, you definitely want to pin it down. You definitely want to, if you don't have your a stock intake box or some type of cover, and you just have a exposed cold air intake, or like me that I have a PMAS, you definitely want to fucking remember about that shit. That shit could cost your engine right there. So keep that in mind. If you have an open cool air intake, blah, blah, blah. Other than that, the hood's sick. The hood's worth it. And in my personal opinion, Anderson Composites, they did a hell of a job. Well, that's my vid for today. I'm gonna start a lot of vids. I'm gonna definitely try to start a channel going. You know, I run with a lot of guys out here in San Antonio, Texas. I have a little crew with a bunch of guys, a bunch of good guys that we all have race cars. There's gonna be a lot of videos coming out of my channel starting within about a week or two. I know we're coming into the holidays and so forth. So, of course, in my world, family first. So, my videos will start being pumped out, but, they'll become a little bit more, pumped out a little bit more after the new year. I definitely want to concentrate on my cars and my family the rest of the year, but, you'll definitely get a few vids from me, from here to, Christmas time. But, yeah, that was just my little opinion on the carbon fiber hood. Like I said, it's a sick fucking hood. It's definitely worth it. There's just a few little things that you need to be concerned with if you're going to run this hood. And don't be like a lot of people I hear that tell me, just don't fucking pin it, or you're going to ruin it, or you're going to ruin it by putting pins, or you're going to ruin it by drilling it. You know what, man? Listen to yourself and listen to your own conscience. That's all I got to say about that. This is your boy Ralph. Peace.